We lived in one room, and I believe off and on there were either 2 or 3 families sharing one room. It was a relatively large room. The bath was actually down the hall, so that was shared by several other families. It was an old army barracks. It was an old kasarna that had been bombed during the war, and so it was not in the greatest shape. There was a lot of rubble all around it, so it was not a very pleasant place for children to play. I remember parts of it were bombed out, and they were sort of just kind of a level, almost to the ground, except for basements, and playing in those little warrens underground almost. It was awful. I mean, it had to be, I guess, tremendously dangerous. There could have been bombs down there, that hadn't exploded or something. I found the whole. I do remember that experience, and I just found it to be fairly difficult. Sharing the room with other families, I remember trying to go to sleep, let's say at 8 o'clock or whenever a child goes to sleep, but of course the parents and the other families would be up till 10, 11 or midnight, smoking probably. I recall my mother smoked quite a bit, and so I remember the smell of smoke, conversation and so on, while the children are trying to sleep in a little cot in the corner somewhere. So I remember that as being a fairly difficult time.